Hey, good morning, guys. It is November 24th, and we're still in Psalm 123 like yesterday. Um, and the passage today is verse 2. I referenced it yesterday, but it's as the eyes of the slaves look to the hand of their master, as the eyes of a maid look to the hand of her mistress, so the eyes look to the Lord our God till he shows us mercy. And this idea of constantly looking to the one who holds not just us in his hand, not just but history in his hands, the future in his hands, and he holds us in his hands, and our place in that timeline as well. He holds in his hands, and so this idea that we're constantly looking to him because he has all the answers, um, and Chambers challenges us not to grow weary. The whole idea that the scripture don't grow weary in well doing. Um, he calls it. It's really interesting. He calls it spiritual leakage. This happens in if you think about the tendency of relationships to grow cold, or all the fire in a marriage to kind of die through the years. That's a similar thing that we experience in our faith if we're not careful. And Chambers here is referring to it as spiritual leakage, the failing to look to God every day as the one with all the answers, as the one who's worthy of our full attention every day, and just to kind of start to believe the lies of the world that um, common sense, practical answers are the way to solve life's problems. He says here the leakage comes not so much through trouble on the outside as in the imagination. When we begin to say, I expect I've been stretching myself a bit too much, standing on tiptoe and trying to look like God instead of being an ordinary, humble person. We have to realize that no effort can be too high. No effort to reach God, to to desire God. No, none of those efforts can be too high. The idea that he's worthy of that. He's worthy of every, and then looking to the life of Jesus and saying, okay, if Jesus can give it all, why can't I? And not making the excuse that, oh, he was the Son of God, he was perfect, um, and I'm not. It's pretty obvious to someone who's lived half my life now. I'm planning to be 102, and so half my life now, it's become pretty obvious that my answers don't lead to any real good solutions, and that looking to God's answers is always the right approach versus common sense practical solutions. Chambers wraps up here. Whenever there's a leakage, remedy it immediately. It's kind of like a boat. This idea of a boat. It's the reason that I still do. We usually do a fast in January, and the reason why is because we realize we've been leaking throughout the holiday season with our diet and our exercise and our fitness, and taking care of the temple that God's given me. I'm sorry, my voice is gone from yesterday. Um, we realize in January we got to do something because we've been leaking, if you will, throughout the course of Thanksgiving and Christmas. But if we don't, it just gets worse and worse. The average person gains a pound or two every year. But think about that. Think about 30 years. That's 30 to 60 pounds. Um, if we don't remedy that leakage and come back to a sense of, wait a second, yeah, I do want to be intentional about this. Sorry, it gets away from us. Recognize, Chambers says, that something has been coming between you and God, and get it readjusted at once. It's the same with marriage. It's the same with any relationship. Is this recognition of the fact that um, you've allowed something to come in the way. I mean, you've allowed water in the boat, and it's time to fix the leak. So anyway, it's an interesting concept. It's an interesting way to look at it. I think as the slave looks to his master, that's the way that we should look to God. So you guys have an awesome day.